Yes, people, I'm making this video against the backdrop of losing many friends as a result of COPD. I've lost 5 partners from COPD, and for that reason, I am kind of committed to talking to people about COPD, going to the ghetto and talk to the people about COPD. During one of my outings, where I went to the ghetto and talked to the people about COPD. It was very shocking that the young guys were telling me that people can only get COPD if they do not drink water. It's essentially saying that the only way you get COPD is if you're not drinking any water. But once you're drinking water, you can't get COPD, which is falsehood, and it shows clearly that a lot of the people are misled about COPD, about the pathophysiology of COPD. And so it is very important that we spend some time talking to people, again, against the backdrop that I have lost 5 friends along the way. 5 friends. The last partner that I lost was a partner of mine named Passy. So while I was overseas, he would call me sometimes because he would be in the house by himself. And sometimes he would be bored, so he would call me. Sometimes when he called, we speak for 2 hours. Now, it happened that one time I lost my phone. And for a whole week, I couldn't find the phone. And when I found the phone, I realized that people were trying to contact me. Certain people were trying to contact me. Only to find out that Passy had died. And I felt very bad. I said, man, all along that guy could have been trying to contact me. And there were times he would tell me that like he just feeling so bad that he wished that he would just die. And it was kind of painful, to hear him say those things. And I used to really encourage him, try to give him some strength to go um, through the illness. And to know the agony, the discomfort that the people go through, and then to go to the ghetto and for people to be telling you that you only get COPD if you're not drinking water. And so I believe that there's a lot of training, a lot of teaching that has to take place. And I know, and I was among them while they were smoking, just to observe. And I noticed that when they fold in the marijuana, the weed, they would take the cigarette, they would buy a cigarette and put it in the spliff. So my thing is, if you're smoking weed, just smoke plain weed. Why you have to be taking the tobacco, the thing from the cigarette, and put it in the weed? And some of them, they have the weed and they use hash. They put hash in it. Now the other thing is this hash. You need to find out the actual chemicals that people use to make that hash. Some hash chemicals are used to extract the oil from the weed to produce the hash. And they get in some of those things from overseas, and these people do not really care about the health of the people. The people want to make money. And there are other ways to make hash without using these hash chemicals. And so this is one of the things that I want to do. I want to go, when I have some time, to go in the ghetto. And I also want to use a PA system. I want to use a PA system to talk about certain things like that. And to talk about different foods, the value of our local foods. and I want to compare some of our local foods to some of the things that people buy from overseas and consume. But the COPD thing is a very serious thing. Again, I've lost 5 people. I've lost 5 compadres from that COPD situation, and there's a lot of misconception about the what actually causes COPD. And so that's one of the things I want to do. And in the meantime, you can talk to the people, educate them if you have the information. And if it is that you do not have the information and you want some information on COPD, I can get some of it to you and send it to you. But it is something that we have to work hard to do in the country, because there are too many young people who are dying from that COPD situation that we have in this country. There are a lot of ramifications that the country face as a result of that. Most of these people have children and they leave their children prematurely. The other thing is you affect the workforce of the country when you have all these young people dying and not contributing to the GDP of the country. You understand? It is just not. And when you check it after a while, with all of this, also with the people that we're losing in these violent acts, the life expectancy of this country can be going down, can be declining. We really have to do something about the situation in this country. We're losing too many young people in this country. And it is almost like some people do not care. If it does not affect them and their family personally, they don't really care about what is happening to these young people in this country. Some people, a lot of them really do not care. But I'm going to do my part. I'm going to go to the ghetto and talk to the young people about COPD and about the smoking, the different things that they put into the weed, the different chemicals that they use. All of us need to work together to help to, these young people live longer than they're living right now. Keep the fire burning. Keep the fire burning.